Stop. Hey, what's wrong? Shh. No. Shh. Hey, stop it. You know that isn't true. All those thoughts in your head. You know they aren't true. So why are you listening to them? You and I both know that you're amazing and beautiful inside and out. It's not just what you think, is it? Nothing anyone or any of those dumb little fucks ever said to you is true. I know it's hard when you tell yourself every single day that it's not true. But I need you to trust me. You're okay. And everything's going to be okay. I know it's hard to believe. And it's hard to imagine that it won't stop hurting. But it's important that you realize that you matter. Because you do. You matter so fucking much. I promise, baby. Everything is gonna be okay. And I will repeat that over and over and over until you understand that. I know there were a lot of people in your life that hurt you and said things to you that aren't true, but you feel like they are. I know you feel like you're lost. And you don't really exactly know what you want right now. But that's okay. Because really, nobody really knows what they want. I guess we're all just really good actors. Even me. I mean, I know what I want in life and my dreams. And that I'll do anything to make it happen. But it took a really long time for me to figure that out. And just because I know where I want to go doesn't mean I know how I'm going to get there. I'm just living just like you are. I don't know if that makes you feel better or not, but at least you know you aren't alone. I promise you, everything's gonna be okay. Everything. I know everything seems kinda crazy right now. Isn't it? Kinda scary. So I want you to just listen to me. Lay here with me. And just listen to what I say, okay? Maybe if I just talk and you listen, I might help distract you for a little bit. What can I tell you that you don't already know about me? I mean, as you know, I grew up a latchkey kid. So even though I have an older brother who's 8 years older than me, grew up alone, by myself. My parents were always working, and I guess because of that I became really independent. I did a lot of things on my own, and I ate really, really badly. A lot of macaroni, a lot of bologna, a lot of frozen burritos. Oh, and my mom used to buy these $1 pizzas at Stater Brothers. Those are my favorite. They had little square pepperoni pieces on them. I love those. I think I'm gonna get some tomorrow. They're from Stater Brothers. Anyway, I kind of grew up watching TV, and so I'm really attached to certain TV shows, like Full House and Saved by the Bell, Three's Company, Golden Girls, Friends, and when I was a kid, the TV used to kind of just turn off. I don't mean just like turn off, but I mean I'm only 26, but I'm not that old. I understand, but there would be nothing on TV. It would just be like infomercials. And so I used to watch like the ninja thing. I think that's what it was called. Like this blender. And I would watch them make smoothies. And these couples sitting around going, oh wow. Like it's easy as 1, 2, 3. And they'd make some kind of avocado smoothie. And then there was the magic bullet. I actually have one of those now. And it actually works really fucking well. What else? Yeah, I got a bit distracted. A bit nostalgic, I guess. So I grew up alone. And I was alone with my thoughts. A lot. And I guess because of that I had trouble sleeping. Among a myriad of other things. But I don't know. I would remember waking up, walking to the school bus, going to school, sleeping in class, playing Foursquare with my friends, and then going home. And then I had a key and a garage door opener in case I got locked out. But in the beginning, I would just go stay at my aunt's house. And then I would just stay home. And then my parents would get home. And then my brother, who was 8 years older than me, would lock himself in his room because he was a teenager. So why would he want to hang out with me, you know? But all I ever wanted to do was just hang out with him. And so I would like try to play games with him. And like if he asked for like a sandwich, I'd go make it for him, or a glass of water, and then I would watch him play Super Mario Sunshine. Or the Nintendo 64. And I would just sit. And I really wanted to play, but I also didn't want him to leave, you know? closed, and so I never really got close to my brother. I got closer to him than I did my parents, because I never really saw them. And so, like, growing up, I would always be alone and be on my own and do my own thing and watch TV and watch YouTube. So, like, when YouTube came out, I kind of just watched that for hours and hours. There was this one dude called the Wine Cone who I watched a lot, like beginning right when YouTube came out. And then I think a few years later, there's a dude named Waste Time Chasing Cars, and then Ryan Higa, and then Smosh for a bit. And then I watched a dude named Ant Venom play Minecraft. I don't really remember too much else. Oh, there was Rooster Teeth as well. I pretty much watched them since the beginning. And then I realized I didn't really have a relationship with my family, and that I needed to create it myself, And so I remember when I was younger, like I remember the last time my mom ever hugged me. And so I was thinking about that and how the only way for me to have a relationship with her is if I try, because they never really did. And I guess they didn't know how, because they're not from here. I'm super mixed. I'm like a bunch of different things. And so I started asking her about her day and initiating hugs, and it was really awkward at first. But it got somewhere. And I started like going to like the movies with my dad, even though I saw him like maybe once a month. That's kind of how we spent our time, And he would compensate by buying me that $8 hot dog and nachos and stuff like that, but it was weird, And then one day my brother got into drugs, like really hardcore stuff. Well, not one day. I guess he was always doing them. And it's not like I'm against like certain things, But he went to the deep end, and that caused a lot of weird things in my family, I'm sure you're asking why. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. I just want to tell you and distract you and just let you know that wherever you are, you're going to be okay. I promise everything's going to be okay. And so my brother goes to rehab a lot, and it's kind of like causing a lot of issues. There's always issues. My parents literally always fought. I remember being like, I don't know, 10 maybe, and thinking like, fuck, can you guys just get a divorce? Like, I'd be way happier. And then, so eventually, after a while, my dad started doing drugs with my brother. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how did that happen? That was really fucking weird. And then, some other things happened. But life still wasn't that bad. I don't know if I'm making any sense here. Yeah, I mean, someone's always gonna have it worse, right? So, I know sometimes you might think that what you're going through isn't as bad as what someone else is going through somewhere else in the world. But that's not true. Your feelings are valid. is valid. You just need to learn how to communicate those feelings, you know? So that way things don't escalate and explode. So it's okay to feel sad sometimes. It's okay to get angry and upset. But it's how you deal with those things that define you. You know, if someone says something that hurts you, there's nothing wrong with crying for a bit. But again, it's how you deal with it that defines you. And you're probably thinking, well, how do I deal with it? I mean, you're still here, right? You're still doing really well. And I'm proud of you for that. I'm proud of you for still being here with me, for listening. I'm proud of you. So I'll say it again and again and again. Everything's gonna be okay. I promise. No matter how bad things get, how scary things are, how fucked up the world can seem, we'll all be okay. It'll be a bit rocky, but we'll be okay. We just need to ground ourselves. Let ourselves feel the emotion and work through them. Like I used to have. Maybe I still do have abandonment issues. So sometimes I get scared that something as good or a way I feel won't last, or someone who's important to me will disappear because of my childhood. And just by correlating that and understanding that I feel that way because of this specific thing or all these things from my childhood, it makes sense. And then I understand why I feel that way. And then if I understand why I feel a certain way, I can dissect it and work on it and be better and feel better. And sometimes dealing with those emotions and those memories can be scary and make you sad. So maybe that's when you come back here and listen to me tell you that everything's gonna be okay. I promise you everything's gonna be okay. No one can hurt you. Not when you're here with me. Not in our safe place. Remember the thing I taught you? Breathing. I want you to breathe with me, okay? Then I'm gonna count to 20. And just keep breathing for me. And I want you to try just to imagine that the air you're breathing in is blue. Beautiful, peaceful, calming blue air. And the air that you let out is red. Breathe in. Nice, calm blue air. And breathe out the red air. And as you keep doing that, in your mind, when that red air starts to dissipate and leave your body, and it starts to mix with the blue air, and it starts to mix into this nice, beautiful purple color. And you keep doing that over and over until eventually all that's left is blue air. Just breathe for me, okay? And I'm right here. I'm right here waiting for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, everything's gonna be okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in that nice calming blue air and let out the red. Just focus on breathing in my voice and nothing else. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Everything is gonna be okay. I promise. You need to believe me. I mean, if you don't trust me, then who else could you trust? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. I'm proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you. Thank you for being here with me and listening to me. I'll be right here, okay? Hopefully, maybe you're sleeping by now. But just in case you're not, I'm gonna keep counting, okay? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Don't worry, I'm still here. And I'll be here until you fall asleep. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Close your eyes. You're okay. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I almost forgot what came after 46. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. I'm right here. I'm right here, okay? Everything's gonna be okay. I just know it. I just have this feeling in my soul, in my gut. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. How frustrating would it be if I stopped at 60? 61. Breathe. Close your eyes and just listen to my voice, okay? 62. 63. 64. 65. Shh. Stop. No thinking. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. Huh. I don't remember if I closed the fridge or not. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. Close your eyes. Let that tingly feeling envelop your entire body. And slowly, slowly drift away to sleep. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. I wonder if I've repeated any numbers yet. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. I really hope you're sleeping. Shh. Just go to bed. And dream of me. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. Shh. Good night. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. Good night. Sweet dreams.